This is the #1 most important ab exercise, core exercise for any martial art. I don't care if it's striking, grappling, wrestling. The reason I'm able to do some of the weird stuff you've been seeing on YouTube is because I did this exercise for years. Okay, so I'm lying down. I need to attach as much of my spine to the ground as possible. I don't want a space underneath me. I want an anterior pelvic tilt, which will then align my spine and stick it to the ground. Okay, I want to do that. You want to do this, but as soon as you do that, you'll want to do this. So pull your chin back and try to push your neck toward the ground as well. So your whole spine is as neutral as possible. Shoulder blades back. Now, you need to inflate your core, right? So that's different than making a six-pack. I'm not flexing my abs like a six-pack. I want to turn on the inner abdominals, okay, which actually are like a belt around my whole body. Think about like how you push out your stomach to make your belly look as fat as possible. I want to push out, not just crunch in, I want to push out. Not just here, but here as well, and even back here. I push out all the way 360 degrees around my body. Now keep everything in the organization that I described earlier. Shoulder blades back, chin tucked, anterior pelvic tilt. And now you have to use your fingers to touch your core and make sure that it's still firing. Okay, I'm gonna relax for a second while I explain this. Okay, and then with all of that on, with your core on, you can't keep it flexed at like 100%, but you should try to keep it at a solid 70%. I want you to take 10 breaths, and really the better you get at this, you can take as many breaths as possible in this pose. But try to do 10. If you feel like it's easy, you're probably doing it wrong. So check to see if when you breathe out or when you breathe in, if your abs let go. Right? If you feel your abs let go, this is why you need to have your hands on your abdomen. If your abs let go while you're doing it, okay, then that's wrong. We want to keep that solid tension through the whole exercise. And it's not even going to be easy to see what I'm doing. Okay, maybe we'll like do this. Can make my like on-screen debut. Okay, so you can actually see what's going on. Okay, so I'm not flexing my ab, I'm not doing like a six-pack, like that's, I'm like, I'm trying to make a six-pack, I'm trying to do this, okay? I'm trying to blow it out. Everything like a cylinder around me, okay? And everything is hard there. Hard, 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 hard. With that on, I start breathing in, through my nose, out. In, out. 10 breaths. It's way harder than you think. I lost count on my breaths. I think it's 2 more. Okay, so it really looks like nothing, right? It really looks like I'm not doing all that much, but it's very, very difficult to do. If you can get used to doing this, you'll be able to keep that tension for longer and longer. It's important that you breathe while doing it because this is the type of tension that you should have in order to keep your spine vertical, nice and straight, bone straight, okay? And keep your upper body connected to your lower body. A lot of people have a really strong upper body. A lot of people have a really strong lower body. But none of that really matters if they can't work together, right? You need the whole thing to work as a unit, right? Because most of the techniques that we do require our hips and our shoulders to be going in the same direction, right? Like look at any technique. Look at a cross, right? When I throw a cross, I don't throw the cross like this, where my hips are pointing one way and my shoulders are pointing another way. I throw my cross like this. So my hips and my shoulders are all pointing in the same direction. Same as when I throw a knee or a teep, right? And this is one of the reasons why I say don't do this twisting motion with their knee. Now, I heard that there's some Muay Thai champions that do teach that. Maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't make sense to me because it doesn't match the theory that really makes all techniques stronger. Keep your hips and your shoulders going in the same direction. So if I throw a knee, I bring that hip and shoulder forward. If I throw a teep, if I throw a kick, everything points in the same direction. And then any time that you're trying to wrestle or grapple, and this becomes hyper important in the clinch, if my hips and shoulders are going in different directions, if I've got an underhook and I'm like this or like this with the underhook, even a little bit, I'm gonna get taken down. I need my hips and my shoulders facing in the same spot. And that's gonna allow my arms and my legs to work together as a unit. Also, another thing that we need to stop doing is any of this, right? The more that this happens, when you're in a clinch or in a grappling exchange, the weaker your body becomes. And this becomes hyper apparent as soon as you start doing any type of jiu-jitsu, because we're really focused in jiu-jitsu on offlining the spine, right? Usually we're using the head for that. We're turning their head this way or pulling it back this way or pulling it down in order to make the person weaker, right? That is not just true from the shoulders up though. Any of this makes me weaker, right? If you don't believe me, just go and try to do a squat like that, right? Your body's just not meant to be strong in that manner. There's a very specific way that the body is meant to be strong, and it's like this. That's why we stand like that, right? My feet are under my head. My feet are under my knees, which are under my hips, which are under my shoulders, which are under my head. Everything is stacked vertically. And I'm starting to believe more and more, the more we deviate from that, the weaker we become. There's obviously situations that you have to, just because it's required, because maybe the orientation of your body is different, right? There's many dimensions to this thing we call martial arts. But really focus on building that core strength as a cylinder all the way around your body. And then try to, especially when entangled in clinches when standing, keep that thing on. Keep that cylinder firing. And you'll notice that people for some reason just can't move you as easy. People will break their own structure down in order just to try to drag you to the mat. And then your takedowns become so easy. So something to think about. Right? And if you disagree with me, please tell me why, because I'm learning all the time. Right? This exchange really helps me. Right? The more that you guys give me your theories and give me your point of view, the more that I have to question the things that I'm thinking. And then I can take that back to the mats and I can drill it and see if it's real or not. Okay, so please drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Peace, I love you. You want to fight in MMA like this right now, this is the perfect time to sign up for my pro fight guide. Every single video that I ever release, including the anti-wrestler guide, which is like 70 plus videos. We got the MMA basics course that we're building right now, getting new videos out there every single week. This is my 22 years of MMA experience bottled up in one package. I fought in the UFC, I train elite guys. Ali Wasuk just won the belt, BFL bantamweight champion. If you want to be like this guy, get into this course right now. You also get access to my private community. You'll be able to talk directly to me. Send me things that you're struggling with. Say you're getting armbarred by everybody, getting smashed by wrestlers, you're getting ground and pounded, whatever the situation is, let me know and I will personally help you. I can send you videos. You can send me your training videos, but I'm not letting too many more people in, so get in now before we close it off forever.